All right, chat. Now, without further ado, let's do it. The most devious hypotheticals of all time. Let's do it.
I think we all know like one guy that be pulling out the craziest hypotheticals and would you rathers. And I really like hypothetical questions because, you know, realistically, it's never gonna happen.
I'm just thinking, what would you do if I got this tree, bent you over? Shut up! Shut up!
Okay.
See, like, I don't know. I only watched the first 3 minutes of the video. I don't know if this is gonna be like crazy hypotheticals like that. Like, I like hypotheticals. It's like, if you guys have ever like been around like a group of friends that like actually like cares about having like conversations, I think like hypotheticals are so fun to talk about if they're like actually like interesting. Like, I don't want to talk about a hypothetical where like you're asking me like, you know, what would I do if I had to eat? I'm not even gonna expand on what I was about to say.
Random internet hypotheticals.
I'll leave it up to your guys' imagination.
Has high-key become one of my favorite pastime activities. A good hypothetical question, you know, gets me running for the day.
Would you rather be a hobo with a 5% chance of getting inherited by a rich guy, or be Hitler 2 years before the end of World War II?
Yeah, I'm not answering this.
Yo, what? No, okay, hold up. No one screen recorded this. On God, no one screen recorded this. Which one are you guys picking? Option number 1 or option number 2? It's like, dare I say, I'm going to go PR answer. I'm going to go homeless. I'm going to go hobo with a 5% chance of getting inherited. Bro, what's the significance of being Hitler 2 years before the end of World War II? Like, what is significant? Why is the whole chat saying 2? Wait, what's the significance of that? Like, is that like when he was like first in power? Bro, I feel like, okay, hear me out on this one. If you did decide to be Hitler, you could like change, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it depends. Like, if I become Hitler, like, am I predestined to do everything that he did? Or like, am I able to change the course of time? Because like, imagine like you become Hitler and then you like change the course of time and World War II doesn't happen. And like, you actually turn out to be like one of the best people of all time. Like, is that crazy to say? I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely going with the hobo being a 5% chance at inheriting. But like, I mean, I could honestly see 50-50, like which way you go with that. Or like, you could just be a fucked up person and you can just like be Hitler because you want to be in power. Like that. I mean, that's a crazy route to go, but you know, that's what some people probably pick.
This one, but you can give it your best go. Yeah, and the hypothetical questions that people around me be asking, that would hikey get me prison time for even saying.
Would you rather?
Go. So I'm gonna just get questions from Reddit. First question.
Oh, what?
In front of you is 1,000 pills, and each one of these pills that you eat, you get $500,000 for eating. But one of these pills ain't like the others.
500K though, bro? Listen. How many pills are you eating if there's 1,000 pills in front of you and each one of them gives you 500K? Bro, realistically, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm doubting. I mean, okay, 500K. Let's think. If you ate 100 of them, how much are you getting? You're getting, what is that? 50 mil? 50 mil's a lot of money. Here's the thing. I think if you have $1 to $2 million in liquid cash and you're smart about it and you invest, you would never have to work a day in your life again. Like, you could just live off your investments. I'd say like $2 million minimum to keep up with inflation and an 8 to 10% return in like mutual funds. But like, 100's a lot. Cause okay, so that leaves it at a 1 in 10 chance. That's a 1 in 10 chance of you dying, which is like, it's really not that high. And like, I mean, that's 50 mil though. Like, if I really wanted to set myself up, I could go with like, I don't know, bro. I'm probably taking 50 of the pills. Is that crazy to say? I mean, because here's the thing. Like, I feel like people like tend to think like the more pills you eat, the higher your chances. But it's like, it's the same chance like every time. Like, if there's 1,000 pills and one of them will kill you, and then each one you eat gives you $500,000, it's still a 1 in 1,000 chance. Like, it's still like, because you didn't like add or like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't add or subtract any pills. You just ate one of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the same odds. And I'm going to be honest, I'm eating 50 of them. I'm going to keep it a buck. Chat, how many of you guys are eating? Let me know. Hey, YouTube, if you're watching this right now, let me know how many you're going to eat in the comment section.
And you
I'm eating 50 of them.
How many would you eat? Personally, I know myself. You know, people say I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
No, they don't.
But I'm a bit of a risk taker. I'm coming out of this at least 100 millionaire.
That's cap. No, that's cap. 100 millionaire? So what? That's 200 pills. That's a 2 in 10 chance. That's crazy. That's literally like playing Russian roulette. Like a 2 in 10 chance. So 1 in 5 odds that you die. I mean, that's just way too high. And I feel like some people out there, like, they'd hear a hypothetical like this and they wouldn't even take it, which also mind boggles me. Like, I know if I asked my grandma this question, she's like super religious. She would just not want to take it. She'd just be like, "Yeah, I'm good. I wouldn't even eat one." I don't know. I guess it like depends like how much you have to live for and how much you have to die for. Like, if I'm like a homeless person, bro, I'm eating like 500 of them. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, this is going to sound crazy, but it's like if I'm homeless and I die, like it's like, I don't know. I guess it depends on your situation. But no, eating 200 of them, that's a lot. Dude, 2 in 10 chance of dying, I'm not sure about that one.
My greed might be my downfall, but you know, at least the death is instant. But hold on, $100 million at $500,000 a pill. Let's do some math there. 100 million.
It's 200, right? 200.
500,000. We get a total of 200 pills.
Yeah.
Now I'm
just not taking that chance. Like a 1 in 5 chance is literally like playing Russian roulette. And it's like, okay, so let's say someone came up to you and offered you, you know, whatever it is, $100 million to play 1 round of Russian roulette. Are you doing it? If someone came up to you and offered you $100 million to play 1 round of Russian roulette, are you doing it? I guess that's a 1 in 6 chance. But let's just say the chamber has 5 bullets. Are you playing a 1 in 5 chance at $100 million? Damn, would I do that? I feel like I would, bro. The thing is like, dude, $100 million is a lot of money. Number 1, you can do a lot of good with it. Number 2, like, you would never have to work. Like, you would never have to worry about money again as long as you were, like, smart and didn't, like, blow it all. So it's like 1 in 5 chance I'm set for the rest of my life. 4 in 5 chance I'm set for the rest of my life and never have to work again, never have to worry about a single thing ever again. I can donate to whoever I want. And then 1 in 5 chance that I just pass away. I low-key think I'm going to do it. I don't know if that's crazy to say. Maybe I feel like it's something that like you wouldn't really truly know the answer until you're like in the situation. You're like, oh my god, like 1 in 5 chance, like I'm so cooked.
Tough kid, I'll admit to that. I can't swallow 1 pill without at least 3 liters of water. So that might be a difficult challenge, but we're getting the 200 pills done nevertheless. Comment down below how many pills you would take.
Yeah, 200.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to join my gift card giveaway.
I'm like 50-50.
I will be giving away gift cards sometime in the next 7,000 years. So stay tuned. Next question. You have to do 1 crime, but in doing that crime, you ensure that nobody does it again. Now this one is the question from hell.
Wow.
Would you, 1, choose to
let's hear the rest of it.
Get rid of some of the worst, most disgusting crimes, but you yourself, you have to do that crime? For example, one of the most disgusting ones.
Okay, so, that's actually like, that's a good question. So it's like you either commit like a heinous crime and no one else can do it again, but you have to like serve the consequences, like whether it be jail time or like the death penalty, or you have to like do a crime that's so little that no one else has to serve, or no one else can do it, but then you don't have to serve the time and the punishment. That's actually hard, because like obviously like you think of like murder, like committing murder. Like I would get rid of that. I mean, it's like, but then you have to do it. Like you have to like live the rest of your life knowing you took away someone's life, but then it's like also like that does so much good for the world if you do it. That's a really like, I feel like philosophical question. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like it doesn't remind me of that, the trolley problem, where it's like you can either like kill the 1 person or kill the 5 people. It's like, which one do you do? Or whatever the hypothetical is on that, I forget. I'm not sure. What if you don't get caught? Well, like the whole point of the hypothetical is like you're guaranteed to get caught. So like if I went and robbed a store, like robbery is off the table for everyone else in the rest of their lives. I don't know. I don't really know what crime I would commit. I feel like I would Chad, what would you commit? What crime would you commit to have anyone never be able to do it again? I feel like, is lying like, no, lying's not really a crime. Lying's not really a crime. Speeding? You're picking speeding, really? I mean, I guess like I could like kind of see it. I don't know, it's hard. It's like, are you going to sacrifice yourself for the greater good of mankind? Arson? Bro, what? Okay, but like arson is like these are all like decent ones, but it's like arson is like that. I feel like that doesn't happen very often. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's like often enough. And then you'd also like get like life in jail. Grape? Alright, bro. Yeah, like, yo, ban whoever said that, bro. Saying Kobe and missing. It's an interesting one. I can get behind that. It's not really a crime, but... No, I think if I had to pick a crime, I'd probably pick... I feel like the easiest one to get away with would be, like, lying in court, no? I feel like lying in court... Because I said lying earlier. What's it called when you lie in court, chat? It's called, like, filibuster. No, it's not filibuster. That's like the House of the Senate, or actually disregard everything I just said. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know. Chat, let me know what crime you commit. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know what crime you commit in the comments. Perjury. Yeah, perjury. I feel like perjury is the easiest one because, like, what's the punishment for committing perjury, though? I don't really know. Kidnapping? No, honestly, bro, I feel like I would just kill someone. This is crazy. Hopefully TikTok doesn't take down my stream. But, like, I feel like I would just commit murder. Because then, like, nobody else has to ever die from that again. And I don't know if that counts, like, direct and indirect. I don't really know. But I feel like perjury, like, there's no way to actually, like, catch someone, I feel. So, that's my answer.
It runs with grape! Yeah, I cannot do that to one person, but then again, I don't want it to happen to anybody else. It's really like the trolley problem. You can choose to commit the crime /
I literally just said this, did I not? I literally just said this.
Turn the lever, and in turn, f one person's shit, but save the majority. Yeah, I'ma just play it safe. I'ma sell a nigga some fake AirPods or something, get rid of scamming.
Not redeem it! Do not redeem it!
That's actually good too.
Because the guy in the post said if you do this crime, you don't get immunity.
Oh, dude, littering's good too. Like, that one's like a really, like, harmless one that you wouldn't get much time for, but it would really help the earth.
From it.
That's smart. I like that one.
If you get caught, you get caught. I do not need that shit on my name, bro. Nah, but Thanos can say this harder than me.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
Yo, Thanos, bro, listen, this has nothing to do with the video or the reaction or the hypotheticals. Bro, Thanos, he actually only speaks in quotes. I don't know how much money they spent on the script writing for Thanos in Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. Oh my, top, dare I say top 1 character of all time.
Quote unquote, take one for the team. Props to you. But you know, as long as your intentions are right, man, the crime you did, we can forgive you. I'm gonna move on from this so the YouTube police don't kill another one of my siblings. Next question. Now this next one is another money one.
I love this guy's editing
But
style.
I would high-key do it even without the money. $100,000, but you go back in time as your 10-year-old self with all your memories. Now I've been begging to be isekai'd since...
So 100,000. Okay, 100,000 is not a lot of money though. $100,000, but you go back in time to your 10-year-old. Was that the hypothetical? You go back in time to 10 yourself $100,000. Okay, here's number 1. I feel like it just doesn't make sense because, like, I mean, you're gonna be a 10-year-old with $100,000. Like, do you get like a bank account that like it comes like preloaded with 100K? Like what could you realistically, like, I'm 21, so if I traveled back 11 years in time, I mean, obviously, like, stuff like investing in Bitcoin or like sports gambling or something like that. What else would you do if you traveled back in time? Maybe like invent stuff that hasn't been invented before. I don't really know, but it's like when I think of like stuff that's already been invented, like I think of like stuff like TikTok, and it's like, how is a 10-year-old me gonna invent TikTok? You know what I mean? Or like Fortnite even. Like, how am I gonna invent Fortnite? I'd do that for free. He said 100 million. No, he definitely said 100K. It's definitely 100K. No, I feel like I would take it because if you keep all the knowledge, but you have to go back to school. That's a tough one because if you go back to 10 years old, yeah, you have 100K, yeah, you have all the knowledge and you can make a bunch of money, but you have to like go through school. I don't know what grade is 10-year-olds in? What? Kindergarten? Is that kindergarten? 10 years old? No, it's definitely like first grade, right? First, second grade, maybe. I guess if you have all your knowledge though, you can like maybe skip grades, like be like one of those like crazy smart, like, yeah, I could see that. I could see like them letting you like skip grades, you like test ahead of your grade. 5th grade, bro, it's definitely not 5th grade. It's definitely not 5th grade. Chat, would y'all go back with, I feel like 100K is not a lot though. You know what I mean? Like to go back 11 years of my life, like I'd have to invest a lot of it. Like I would just invest the whole 100. Like, okay, so here's exactly what I would do. Here's exactly what I do. Final answer. If I were to take the 100K, go back to being 10 years old, I would just invest it all into Bitcoin or like, you know, Nvidia or something. Probably Nvidia, actually. It probably might have a better return on... Actually, no, definitely not. Bitcoin definitely 100% has better return. I would just invest it on Bitcoin, and then I just have to live my life from 10 years old again and just wait. So it's like, I guess the question is like, do you just want generational wealth? That's what they should just ask, because that's what it's going to turn into. There's really like no other reason to go back. Like, you're just going back to invest and like maybe like change some life choices. I don't know. Here's my thing though, is like, I feel like the person you are today is the consequences of every choice you've ever had to make. And I feel like if you take away all those choices or like allow yourself to change them and go back in time, like you wouldn't be the same person. That's why like every time I get asked like a question about like time travel or like the future or the past, it's like, no, like I wouldn't want to go back. Like if I could go back and like change situations for free, I don't think I would. I mean, I guess it depends on the situation. Like, would I go back and invest in Bitcoin? Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know. Would I go back and invest money into a PC and be a Fortnite pro back in like 2017? Yes. But like, I don't know. Hard question.
I don't even know. But my ego tells me that I will take over the world. I don't really know how I'd do it though. I'll probably just run some crazy predictions or like force my parents to invest in Bitcoin.
Dude, he's literally saying what I'm saying.
Maybe I'll wait right before COVID and warn people that it's happening, and then when...
Do you think, listen, do you guys think, genuinely do you think if you went back 11 years in time with all the knowledge in 100K that you could rule the world? Like, I don't know. I feel like you would rule the world in a sense, like people, you'd be a celebrity for like knowing, like you would just be like a prediction celebrity. And people, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about because like there's so many and now we're really talking crazy. But there's so many religions in the world. Dare I say, if you're that good at like predicting things, especially like the viruses and like what's going to happen on certain dates, they would literally form a religion around you. Is that crazy to say? I don't think it is.
Realize I'm actually the shit.
Told you. Are you serious? Told you. Can I really rock?
There's a very high chance that the list of people that run the world will abduct me. Very high risk, but also very high reward. But I feel like I could do it, you know. People around me say I'm the guy that can make it happen.
No, they don't.
But what I'll high-key do is I'll invent things before they were invented, right? Or like say ideas before.
Dude, this guy is like a time traveler himself. He's literally saying everything that I'm saying. Like I keep pausing it and saying what I would do, and then he just says what I say. That's happened like 4 times this video already.
Somebody actually puts them into work, and then when they finally do, I'ma just scream till I get a cut. Best believe I'm the nigga that invented Fortnite. I'll be saying Haktu.
Bro, am I going insane? This guy is literally saying everything that I've said.
What, in 6-7 before the minds of the people can even comprehend it? There's a good chance I just mess up the timeline. But
that's another thing, is like you would mess up the timeline so significantly, I feel. Like I really like, obviously it's a hypothetical and I don't think it would ever happen unless they actually invented time travel, but it's like, do you guys think that if you went back in time, like there's such things as like different timelines? I feel like timelines are like perspective bait. I don't know. The whole idea of time travel is so crazy. I feel like timelines are perspective based. Like if you went back in time, it's still your timeline. But for everybody else, I guess like they would, I don't even know. Like would they cease to exist? I don't know, bro. Time travel, like the whole timeline thing messes with my brain.
Fun to watch, and you know, I'll just be a smart ass 10-year-old. And actually, there's probably 10-year-olds smarter than me right now. But they don't have insights on Skibbity Toilet. So, you know, worst case scenario, I plagiarize music my way to the top. Even though I don't really know how to reproduce it, so it might sound a little off. But the main idea is still there. 100K USD a year, but you become naked for exactly 1 second at a random time each month. Alright, now this one's tricky.
Wait, 100K each month for a year? Or was it... Wait, let me read.
But you become naked for exactly
$100,000 a year, but you become naked for exactly 1 second at a random time each month? Oh, 100% give me that money. That's the easiest money I'll ever make. I just feel like 100K, like, I mean, that's like an average salary in America. I mean, it's definitely like above, you know, minimum wage, but I feel like 100K is like a pretty common like household salary, no? That's just like a middle class salary. I mean, 1 second is not a lot of time. Let me time 1 second. Let me time 1 second. Cause like, dude, okay, hear me out. If you're naked for 1 second each month, let's say worst case scenario, you find yourself at like a mall, right? You're just naked for a second. Like watch this. Ready? Here we go. Second. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that wasn't a second. Okay, stop. Okay, wait, reset. Oh my god, I keep messing it up. Hold up. 1 second. All right, now imagine me naked, or don't disregard what I just said. That's 1 second. Like, I just feel like if you're like out in public and someone like, let's just say worst case scenario, you're at the mall, someone sees you, like your clothes just like go away. Like, I just feel like they'd like think they're tripping. Like they'd look at you and you would just like, your clothes would be gone. Like they just flew off of you. And then 1 second later, they're back on you. They'd literally think like they were hallucinating. You know what I mean? So I don't even think you'd be in like any trouble. Like, and cause it's like, what is the person gonna do? Like start yelling, like, oh my gosh, that guy's naked. You know what I mean? Like, no, they're just gonna think they're like hallucinating. I don't know. I mean, it's the easiest money of your life. It's like 100K. And I guess it's like once, so what, you have to do it 12 times a year. And I feel like worst case scenario, like you probably are sleeping 8 hours a day. So then that's a 33% chance every single month that you're just sleeping. You know what I mean? And I already sleep with the nuts hanging out. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Maybe that's TMI, bro. I don't know. Oh, cameras. That's so true, bro. I didn't even think. That's such a good shout. Wow, I didn't think about that. Now that adds a whole different ballgame. Because then if a worker saw it, they'd be like, wait, let me go check the cameras or something. And then they have like, but it's like, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, what are they going to do with that footage of you? You know what I mean? Like, I guess like worst case scenario, they download it and it becomes like a nationwide news story. I don't know. I feel like I'm still taking the 100K though. It's like the freest money you'll ever get in your life.
Second at a random time each month. Now this one's tricky. A second is high-key longer than you think.
It's not though, I feel.
Let's demonstrate on this Labubu. That was high-key quite some
like,
time.
That's not that
and it was
long.
also 2 seconds, dickhead. I feel like you could convince someone that they're just crazy, that you want to actually make it for a second. But eventually you're just going to have to give in, because after like the second, third time, it's really like...
Yeah, the second, third time, but it's like, what are the chances that you're going to be around the same people, unless you're like in school? Like, what are the chances you're going to be around the same people? I guess kind of high if you're in school, 100%, and like family.
Come on,
but it's
man.
like, I mean,
if you get
family
caught on
is
camera,
like...
you're just cooked.
No Alabama shit.
This is the most HD shit ever.
No Alabama shit.
This is
Like,
4K.
It's not even just the embarrassment of being naked. It's also like, how would you explain that?
Story.
You would have some crazy witch allegations on your name.
I know
That's
it
true.
smells to summon thick goth mommies.
Release the witch. Release the witch.
And it's also
Yeah,
just for
what?
100K a year. So if you have the means to make that, just get a job.
even if you have a job though, it's still $100,000 extra. Like there's your rent for the, or not even rent, like double your mortgage for the year. I don't even know. Like that's just like, that's like saying no to free money. I'm taking the
Sign up
money.
for like 3 online courses. You can have that easy peasy, bro. Come on now.
Cap.
So final verdict, I'm just gonna have to pass on that one.
That's
Can I do
crazy.
that?
That's
Am
a
I gonna
horrendous
pass on
take.
hypotheticals, or do I just have to like say what I would do?
That's a horrendous
If I
take.
was in this
Passing on that's
situation, I'll just
crazy.
have to say everybody else is insane and I'm the only one that's regular. You got video evidence, bro? That shit is AI, bro. Cut it out.
This is an AI.
Next question. Chotomate. That means wait in Japanese, by the way.
I guess it's time to show you how anime I can get.
I like to group up these next set of questions.
what is happening?
Specifically morality questions. These questions, if you're
Now this is where it gets hard, is like morality stuff. This is where I really want to know your guys' answers to these. YouTube, if you're watching this right now, leave it in the comment section.
hot as 3 sizes too small, they'll be pretty easy to answer. If not, they'll just have
Hopefully
you
these are
question your
good.
character.
Hopefully these are interesting.
I'm now realizing that I already did one, but my videos really have no structure, so just go with it. This first one I'll make pretty easy to answer. Would you, yes you fuck nigga, rob a bank if you knew there was a 0% chance of being caught or causing someone injury?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? I feel like that's the easiest hypothetical of all time. Would you rob a bank if you wouldn't get caught and nobody would get injured? That's like the easiest, like, yes please of all time. Why would you say no to that? What's the point in saying no? Because you just don't like want to rob a bank? I donated all to Cart to Bar. Bro, appreciate you. What's the point? Why would you say no? Whose money are you stealing? You're stealing the banks. And like, I could see like potentially, I guess it depends how much is in the bank. Okay, so like, I'll give you guys a scenario why somebody would say no. Let's say you go to like your local like Bank of America and they've got $1 million in the safe plus a bunch of safety deposit boxes. So like that $1 million that you're stealing from the safe, that's the bank's money. So like, that's not like people's money. Like I feel like people would be afraid of like stealing from other like hardworking people, but no, like it's insured by the government. I will say though, if you're robbing the bank and you rob like security boxes or like deposit boxes or whatever they're called, I guess that could like, I could see them saying no because of that. Like you don't want to steal from other people. I mean, I'm still saying yes regardless. Fuck. I don't give a damn about those other people. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I can see why they would say no.
Well, I know my answer.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah.
Where the question of morality is here is, you're still stealing.
I don't even know if that's I guess it's morality because you're stealing. I don't know. Dude, have you seen this economy, bro? If you say no, you're an idiot, bro. In this economy, maybe I could understand like if we were in the prime American economy, but you see these gas prices out here, dog? Shit is wicked.
Stealing from the bank. And in a way, you could also argue that you're stealing directly from people. But they're probably insured or something. Nobody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're insured.
On the alignment chart, I'd put this at, like, chaotic neutral, maybe. It's definitely not evil, but you can see where the wrong is.
I'd agree.
Okay, so this next one is kind of a mouthful, so stay with me. Each person in the world is ranked by wealth. The wealthiest is number 1, and the poorest is 8 billion and something. You may pick a number and push the button. That person will die, and you get that much amount of money. This question implies that billionaires just have no soul and just need to die, which I high-key agree with. Not completely with the needing to die.
So, 8 billion people in the world, the richest is ranked number 1, and the poorest is ranked 8 billion. And you push a button, that person dies, and then you get the money. So, this one's tough. So if you like, let's just say like Elon Musk dies. You hit the button, Elon Musk dies, you get $1. And let's say you like murder the most homeless person in the world, like generational debt, you get $8 billion. That's tough. Actually, I don't think it's tough. I'm going to be honest, guys. Like, you guys are going to cancel me for this shit. I'm low-key taking out the bottom 1 billion people on Earth. I don't even think that's crazy. I don't even think that's crazy, bro. Call me Thanos. I don't care, bro. I'm snapping my fingers and that money is hitting my bank account. Nah, 1 billion's crazy. 1 billion's crazy. Is it, though? Is it crazy? Because, like, you gotta think. Okay, hear me out. This sounds really bad. This is a terrible PR answer. If the bottom 1 billion people in the world passed away, right, and you gained all that money, how much money is that? That's like trillions, right? Because you're killing 1 billion people, and every time you do that, you're getting $7 to $8 billion every time you do that to one person. So we're easily looking in the trillions. Easily looking in the trillions of dollars. Think about how much good you can... Dude, dare I say I actually might wipe out half the earth. I'm sorry. I might go that far. If I wiped... Okay, this is... We're talking crazy. We're talking crazy right now. But if I wiped out half the earth and had all that money, dude, just think of what I could do with that. Like, imagine just all the good I could do. I guess if you're missing 4 billion people, though, like, that's a lot of people. Like, workers and, like, I don't know. You could do a lot of... I guess if 4 billion people just disappear, like, I mean, economic, structures are going to collapse. Countries are going to fail. I don't know. 4 billion's crazy. Half the earth is crazy. I genuinely think bro. Chaz, is 1 billion people crazy? Listen, at 1 billion people, that gives me enough money... And, like, it helps with population control. Because let's just be honest, the Earth is overpopulated right now. I think I'd be doing more good for the universe and the world than bad by eliminating 1 billion people, taking all that money, and keeping, however much I need to live, and then spending the rest on just, like, human, like, flourishment. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go bottom 1 billion people. That should get me like close to $1 trillion, if not more.
But you know, probably a little more than some.
Oh, it's definitely trillions, 100%.
But I don't see why I have to kill somebody but not gain anything from it. You know what I'm saying? If you are the poorest nigga in the world, that is just shit RNG, bro. But I'm sorry, little bro.
Yeah.
The sacrifice is gonna
Real
go
quick. Actually, I wonder who is the poorest person in the world. Like they have to, because it's like it's not even somebody with like $0. It's someone that's just in like generational debt. But it's like, how much debt can you be in before they just like, I don't even know. Loki just like kill you. You know what I mean? Like the bank just shows up at your door and just like you're done. I mean, I want to say probably one of the poorest, or one of the most, sorry, the person who's probably most in debt in the world is probably like one of the richest people, because that's how they like use their money. Like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, like they all take out loans against the stuff that they own, and so they never have to pay taxes on anything. That's why when people like complain about taxes and like, oh, we have to tax the rich and all these billionaires, it's like, it doesn't work, because the system is written around them to help them win. And that's just like the harsh truth of the financial system. So it's like the person who's most in debt is probably one of the richest people on the planet, if I had to take a guess. Because like you can't really go like, dude, there's only so much debt you can go into as a normal person where it's like, okay, like they're not going to allow you to borrow anymore. I don't know.
Way though, I'll donate to the poor people. On the alignment chart, I'll put this at lawful evil. No, because you kind of do have to choose somebody.
I kind of agree.
And if we do deep it, the poorest person is probably an infant.
I kind of agree.
But nobody pays me to do all that thinking. So, a homeless person asks you to check their lotto ticket to see if they've won. They did. What is the next step of the operation?
So a homeless... Okay, wait, let me rewind. Make sure I got the question.
To ask you to check their lotto. Do deep it. The poorest person is probably an infant. But nobody pays me to do all that thinking. So, a homeless person asks you to check their lotto ticket to see if they've won. They did.
So the homeless person won the lottery. What do you do?
Now I think this is straight up just a trap, bro. I'd start.
I feel like, I guess it depends how much money. It really depends how much money. I mean, like, I think at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna get canceled for this. I honestly feel like I couldn't even give my honest take because I'm actually gonna get thrown off the internet. I feel like you gotta split it, bro. I mean, okay, here's the question that I'll ask. Why is the homeless person asking you to check their ticket? What situation does that... I mean, I guess it's a hypothetical, but it's like, when would that ever happen? You know what I mean? So here's your options. Here's your options, right? You can take the ticket and you can just run away. Or you can take the ticket, cash it, give him all the money, or you guys can like split it somehow. Or you can just slime out the homeless person. I don't know. I feel like, let's say the homeless person wins $100 million, okay? And you're the one that cashes that ticket for them. How much money are you taking? I'm at a minimum taking $1 million. No, yo, this is not a good PR answer, but I'm actually at a minimum taking 10 mil. Give me 1/10 of it. I'm going to put $1 million or $2 million into like investment so that I can live the rest of my life stress-free. And then I'm going to spend the other $8 million on like doing good for people or like doing good for the community or like charity or whatever. Because like, here's the thing. If a homeless person ran into $100 million out of nowhere, I'm telling you, they're blowing all of it. They're blowing all of it. It's like one of the craziest things. Like, have you guys ever seen those stories of like the people who always like blow their lottery winnings? It's actually like unfathomable to me. They'll win like hundreds of millions, if not just millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, and they'll just blow it all. And then they're back to being homeless. Like, I don't know. I mean, granted, I'm like more financially smart than that, which is a gift that other people unfortunately don't like possess. But I don't know. Blowing that much money is ridiculous to me. But I feel like if a homeless person won $100 million, they're blowing it easily. They're blowing it within like a year, and they're back to being homeless. Dare I say, I'm going to keep up in the number. Dare I say I take $20 million from the $100 million. I put $10 million in an investment account, and I take care of the homeless person, and then I take $10 million myself, $2 million for me, $8 million for doing good for other people. Absolute cinema. That actually might be the best answer I could give. That might be the best answer I could give on this stream right now. I'm gonna go with that answer. That's my final answer. Lock it in.
Looking for the hidden cameras, everything. I swear to you, if I took that ticket and I saw that nigga from What Would You Do?
I'm joking, Giannis. This is what would you do?
Everybody's
Dude, they should relaunch that show.
Mikey, in fear of being set up, I'd give him.
Wait a minute. That's actually such a good content idea. Wait, did I just stumble upon like my next like? Am I gonna be the next biggest YouTuber of all time because I'm gonna revive that series but on YouTube? Why have I never seen anyone do that? I mean, I bet you like some people do like stuff like similar to it. What if I revived the What Would You Do series and just did it on YouTube? That would actually be cinema. That would be so sick. Yo guys, let me know in the comment section if you want me to do that.
The ticket. But nah, I'm a good guy, so I'd give him the ticket anyways.
Wow, you give him the whole ticket.
Okay,
it really depends on how much you
last
win.
question of the night. Would you rather $1 million or a box with everything you've ever lost? Give me the box. I want the box. Give me
the box? Wait, $1 million? Okay, $1 million or a box with everything you've ever lost? Which one are you guys taking? $1 million? No. What could be in a box that I've ever? What is everything I've ever lost? Everything I've ever lost? What does that even include? Like relationships? I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do with like an ex-girlfriend, bro? Get that shit out of here. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, what good would that do me? Virginity? Yo, what are you guys saying? Yourself? Holy corny answer. Bro gave me the Disney Channel answer. What would be in that? Oh, you know what? Does it count like if I now that wouldn't be losing it though. I was gonna say if you spend money like you'd get it back, but that's not like losing because like you're getting an equivalent exchange for that money, so it's not losing. I don't know, and I don't like. No, I'm definitely taking the $1 million. What else would be in the box, guys? A box full of everything you've ever lost. I just don't think that. I mean, like maybe like a loved one. It would probably be physical items you actually lost. Okay, now that I just said loved one out loud, genuinely listen. This is just off the dome, and I probably can change his answer. I'm actually, once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. If you got off, okay, this is gonna be crazy. If you got offered $1 million or you could get back a loved one, which one are you picking? Which one are you picking, bro? Oh my gosh, Jude with the unicorn. Yo, Jude, what the heck? Turn me up, Jude. Let's go. I appreciate you. I never get gifts. W Jude, bro. W Jude. Jude, I appreciate you. I literally never get gifts. You're the GOAT. That throws me back to the mortar days. W Jude, man. Hey. How long for, Carter? Wait, what question did I ask? How long you get the loved one for? You get the loved one back for life. Okay, here's the like the dilemma of getting a loved one back or $1 million. It's like, okay, number one, how much did you like the love the loved one? Like, was it like a grandparent that you were like really close to, or like was it like, you know, just a random family member that you really never like close with? Because it's like $1 million sets you up for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So you really have to like choose like. Would you rather have $1 million and be set for the rest of your life, or would you rather get back that loved one? Yeah, well, let's include pets too. We may as well. We can include pets too. Here's the thing: is like, let's say you brought back your dead grandma, right? Like, you know, that's great. That's awesome. You get to see your grandma again. The thing is like she is still going to be old, and I guess that they should add this to the hypothetical is like, what happens? Like, does your grandma like keep growing old and then pass away again, or is she like eternal now? You know what I mean? I think there's like a little like thing like you got to think about there. Hey, W Jude would be another gift. W Jude with the fireworks. I appreciate you, Jude. I feel like I'm taking the mill because I feel like if I brought somebody back to life, it would almost be disrespectful. Like that would be selfish. I feel. I could see like maybe a pet because like that would be cool because then they're like eternal. But it's like when they come back to life, like do they age? Like what does it look like? I don't know. I'm taking the mill. I don't feel like there's much for me in that box. I'm taking the $1 million easily.
Box.
that's it. That's it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. The craziest hypotheticals. I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to push my long form content out there a little bit more, and I'm trying to post every single day. So let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed this video, what you want to see next, and what I can improve on. I appreciate all you guys for tuning into the video today, and I appreciate every single one of you for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.